Years ago, after having my YouTube channel for a short while and running my in-person color analysis business in Toronto, someone would call our business line quite frequently, really wanting to talk to me and not really being interested in booking a color analysis with each call. And I would take her calls and I would chat with her sometimes. And the frequency of the calls and what she said on these calls were getting a bit odd to me. And at the time, I was seeing in-person clients in my home. And so it got to a point where the frequency of calls and what she said on these calls really was making me uncomfortable in even entertaining her being a client, because I didn't want her to know where I lived. She was a big fan of my YouTube videos. And during one of the calls that she made, she said something to me that made me extremely uncomfortable. And so I ended the call in what I felt was a kind way, in saying that I didn't think my color analysis services were a fit for her. And I asked her to stop calling and what have you, because it was really making me feel uncomfortable. And she asked why, and I shared with her why and what have you, and the call ended. And she called right back, maybe within 5 minutes, and I didn't take the call. I let it go to voicemail, and the voicemail was her extremely angry. And she said that she was going to ruin my business and ruin my reputation. And then I never heard from her again. Until sometime later, I saw a post on the internet that she made. And how did I know it was her? Because the name matched the name she would call our business line with. And this post was, in essence, what she said she was going to do. She was trying to ruin my business and ruin my reputation. And this post was written in the context that she actually met me in person and was a client of mine, and that wasn't the case. Why am I sharing my story? I'm sharing this if you're a content creator, entrepreneur, perhaps you're starting out a business, perhaps you have an established business. I'm saying to you, it happens to the best of us. People say things on the internet behind their computers that perhaps aren't true. Also posting this just to say to people watching that if people are posting stuff on the internet or perhaps even saying stuff, there's two sides to every story. And so perhaps it's about knowing the other side and making your judgment after hearing the other side. If you're true to yourself and you're staying in your own lane, in my opinion, you can never go wrong. Hopefully me sharing this story helps you if you're an entrepreneur dealing with a similar situation. I know that situation bothered me for a really, really, really long time. And in fact, at the time, I was so horrified, I was debating about closing down my business. Thank goodness I didn't.